What's up, fight fans? This is SquaredCircleProductions. Once again, this is my Kung Fu movie review. Alright, today we'll be talking about 3 movies. 18 Bronzemen, The Bride with White Hair, and Kid with the Golden Arm. Okay, first up, 18 Bronzemen. I got it uploaded, parts of it uploaded on my channel. Check it out. First 3 parts is called Fighting the Bronzemen. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Then you got the last of it, which is 18 Bronzemen. And I'll just basically just capture the training scenes where they fight the Bronzemen, the 3 times where they fight the Bronzemen, and then graduate, and then the other fight scenes and introduce Polly Shane Kwan in there, and the final fight scene. So it's about 6 uploads on there. I mistakenly put part 4 on there twice. So one is actually part 4 and the other one is really part 5. Okay, I'm going to have to go in here and play around with the editing. It's going to take me a while. I'm not, I'm getting my weight up on this. But like I said, we're just going to keep hitting you with that fresh. You know what I'm saying? Since it ain't the whole movie anyway, it really shouldn't matter that much. But for you people that expect perfection, we'll try to correct those mistakes. Okay, but again, 18 Bronzemen, really good movie. Carter Wong. The upload is all Chinese, no subtitles. Sorry about that, y'all. I read the thing on the story, Basically, it jumps around a little bit. It makes one guy with the long hair like the lead character. Then Carter Wong kind of takes over. Then they kind of bring it back into the other guy again. And they introduce the girl. And then all 3 of them fight the bad guy. But it's very good. The training scenes with the 18 Bronzemen are good. Like I said, that's what stood out. And I remember, vaguely, watching this movie, man, when I was like 13 or 14, man, back in the day. Cause my love and passion for Kung Fu movies been since the 70s, man, since I was a little kid. So, like I said, man, for real, man, that's all I used to watch growing up my teenage years. I probably seen a good 100 or so, on TV. Because on the weekends, we had Kung Fu theater. You had a matinee from like 12 to 5 was Kung Fu movies. Then that was on Saturday. Then Saturday night they had like 2 that would come on. And Sunday night they had 1 come on. So like you had like 7 Kung Fu movies. Yeah, about 7 come on each weekend. Now, the reason why I only seen about 100, and this was for like a couple of years. The only reason why I only seen about 100 is because, they would show repeat the movie sometimes. So, man, I might only seen like I said, maybe 100 different ones. If that many. But it seemed like 100. When you're young, everything seems bigger and more exaggerated, So some of it may be a little bit of revisionist history, but oh well, you had to be there to know it. But like I said, my passion for it starts, so I remember that. Now, I can't remember if I actually saw the second one, which is Return of the 18 Bronzemen, or if it was the first one. But I do remember when they got to fighting the Bronzemen. Yeah, I remember seeing this, man. So it was a blast from my past. But yeah, real good movie. You should check it out. I'll rate that one about 4.5 star. I mean, but real talk, you dealing with a Shaw Brothers film. There's other movies out there that can be 5-star level movies that weren't Shaw Brothers films, but the worst I've ever seen from the Shaw Brothers films is probably a 3.5 star movie. I mean, even Heaven and Hell is a little campy, but it's got its moments. You know what I'm saying? So again, and the 5 Deadly Venoms is in it. So it's got to go hard at some point. But at the end of the day, man, 18 Bronzemen, man, you should check it out. Carter Wong, Polly Shane Kwan, Bride with White Hair. It's a wuxia style film. Again, you know me, I love sports. I grew up with rap from day one up to now. So, I'm talking about Curtis Blow's or the Breaks, Rapper's Delight. I was like 9, 10 years old when this stuff came out. So, again, you talking about every year more groups and more songs. So by the time I got in junior high, half the year in the wintertime I'd be more on the slow jams, the love songs, and then the other part of the year, spring and the summer, it was hardcore rap. Well, back then, rap was everything. So hardcore was a dude with cold lyrics. If you was a lyricist, a wordsmith, like gangster stuff was like Run DMC when we was coming up, post up on the block, post up, you know, with a 40, you know, puff a little herb or something and just hang out on the block, sport a gold chain or something, you know, and chilling, and somebody come up in your way, boy, you know, you got your little 3-man crew, 4-man crew, y'all all got each other back, you know, you handle your business. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all about like killing and shooting and all that stupid stuff, man. We put them up. You know what I'm saying? That's all we did was slap box, throw kicks, all that stuff, man. We used to make little Chinese throwing stars, make little nunchucks and all that crazy stuff, dude. We was tripping, boy. We making throwing stars out of sheet metal in shop class. Dog, you better recognize. We was tripping up there, dude. And if a cat really had some money and can buy something, or a cat do taekwondo for real, you know, something like that, man, he was on. But like I said, we was always slapboxing or whatever. We was breakdancing, all that stuff. And then the cool thing about it was we incorporated the breakdancing culture into the martial arts. So that's why a movie like Last Dragon, it's a classic, dog. Real talk. I mean, if for a dude like me, oh man, they got the love story element with what's her name in there, Vanity. Oh my goodness, I was like, man, I was in love, dude. I just imagine I was Ty-Mac, you know, brown skinned dude, you know, quick. You know, I had the little moves and stuff, you know, and it's like, bull, man, you know how we do with them light skinned girls, you know. You know how that go. But anyway, man, wuxia style films, you know, is more like on a love story type level. They fly through the air, and you know, it's more of an epic adventure. You know, and you got some that's a little campy, then you got some that are really excellent. But Bride with White Hair is that type of movie. They speak about the Wu-Tang Clan, and then there's this rival group that's trying to destroy them. Okay, not gonna get into it too much, but Bridget Lynn, you know, she was in Dragon Inn and a couple other movies, so you should check that out. The remake of Dragon Inn. Donnie Yen's in there too. Dragon Inn. But getting back to Bride with White Hair, excellent, excellent movie. You know, it's kind of like the Romeo and Juliet thing. People from two different worlds. And the people that they come from are enemies, and they really don't even want to be part of this stuff. You know, I'm the coldest fighter from my clan, and you're the coldest fighter from your clan, and our clans are on a crash course, a collision course against each other, and I don't want to be part of this, and you don't want to be part of this, and I love you and you love me. Let's run away together. But of course, their people won't let them. So, you know, again, you know, there's a part 2 to it, you know, where he's waiting to get this flower to give to her so she can become immortal, because she was not mortally wounded, but she was wounded, and it changed her hair to white, so it aged her. She don't physically age in her face, but her hair is white, represents she's old. So he wants her to restore her youth back, because he kind of broke a promise to her when they were together, you know. But it was understandable, but you got to watch the movie and watch how it played out. Kid with the Golden Arm, Shaw Brothers classic, 5-star movie. Okay, one of the first kung fu movies, at least one of the standout type kung fu movies, where the main character is really an anti-hero. You know, because the main character is a villain, which is Golden Arm. He's the leader of the Chisar gang, and it's 4 bosses of the Chisar gang, and he's the chief boss, and he's the youngest. Okay, so if you look at the Wu-Tang Clan rap group, they all have different names representing kung fu movies and Shaw Brothers films specifically, and you got his nickname is Golden Arms. Okay, so basically he was the youngest one of the Wu-Tang Clan when they was forming and everything. He was one of the younger members. So just like that, but he was cold. You know what I'm saying? So he took the persona of Golden Arms, you know, which he was the leader of the Chisar gang, even though he was the youngest. And in the character that plays him is Lo Ming. And Lo Ming is a G. He's one of the 5 deadly venoms too. As a matter of fact, in this movie, all the 5 venoms are in there. Now, it's my guess that that particular movie was made before Five Deadly Venoms, because usually anything that was made after Five Deadly Venoms that has all of the five Venom characters in there, they always put five Venoms in there some kind of way, or mention that they're the Venom gang. You know, they'll refer to that movie in there to let you know, yeah, these people are in it, so you should watch it. Okay, but Lo Ming, his character, he played the Toad in Five Deadly Venoms, and basically his skin was invincible, and he had used bare hand technique. He didn't use a weapon, and in most of his movies he always uses bare hand technique. And in this particular one, Golden Arms was invincible, so you could hit his arm with a sword and try and cut it, wouldn't cut him. You know what I'm saying? And he always showed off his hands because he had hands. So anyway, Gordon Liu is sort of like the hero of the movie in that sense, because he works for the government, and he's there to try to like take down the Chisar gang, because they've been robbing the people, you know, and they've been stealing gold and all this stuff. So they've been trying to steal the gold back, and he's part of the rebellion, the rebels that's trying to steal the gold back from the Chisar. So all the particular bosses is facing Gordon Liu and these other guys, and they've been knocking them down. And so then it leads to this ultimate battle between him and Golden Arms. And really, Gordon Liu really couldn't stop Golden Arms, man. The only reason why he beat him was he tricked him. He always was acting like he was a drunk. He always was drinking. And he took a drink while he was fighting dude, but he was holding it in his mouth, and he spit it at him. It was like some kind of poison that blinded him. And when he blinded him, he was able to defeat him. Okay, then right before he's about to arrest him, this dude pops up out, the guy that was like the main police, whatever he was. He was like, yeah, man, you know, we're going to take him in and all that. But then all of a sudden, he flipped out on dude and was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, this dude comes out the thing and looks almost just like the other guy. And his name is Iron Feet. And what it was Golden Arms and Iron Feet studied at the same place. And they was about even in their skills. But Golden Arms beat him and went on to be famous. And he was like, well, he went and trained. And his thing was he was going to frame the Chisar gang, have dude defeat him, kill dude, and make it look like dude went crooked and killed him, and then run off with the money and start a new gang better than the Chisar, and would be the leader of that. So that was his whole thing, was revenge. So then they get to going at it or whatnot, and Gordon Liu goes against Iron Feet, and then Golden Arms kind of helps him, and he kind of listens and stuff, and then they both kind of get him, and he helps defeat the guy. So then they was going to take him to the thing, take him away. Well, dude was going to let him go because he was blind. But it was this girl that was in there. He killed her father. The Chisar gang killed her dad, and she had a vendetta. So he told her to wait, you know, and when he got through beating dude, she could get him if she wanted to, but then all that other stuff happened. But old girl was still there waiting, and when everything was said and done, she stabbed Golden Arm through his body. And then as he dies, he says, well, who wants to go to prison or die in prison anyway, or something like that. And, you know, that's his little thing, and he dies. So, but that was the end of the movie. It was pretty good, though. Again, I put Kid with the Golden Arm, I give that a 5-star rating. You know, you might think different, but I think it's one of the classics. Right up there with Five Fingers of Death and Five Deadly Venoms. But anyway, that's my Kung Fu review for this week. See you later, fight fans. Peace. One love.